Yeah, well, I think I'll start with that's the craziest game that I've ever been a part of in my coaching career, without question. If I go back to the right before half, and I guess I don't want that. I think we're better than that, and I think we're going to learn a valuable lesson from that experience and the way that went down. So we've got to learn from that one, and that's really all I'll probably say there. But disappointed in how we handled that, and then I couldn't be more proud of the resiliency, the guts, the grit, all of the things that I think our team is. We talk at West Virginia all the time, and this is probably a lot of our teams about just what this state represents, and we want our teams to kind of mirror that. We know when we came down here, we had an opportunity to play in Southern West Virginia, where we don't obviously get to a whole lot. They have to travel to get to us. We were going to get an unbelievably good opponent in Duke, and that's probably what makes it feel even a little bit better, was just because of the respect that we have for that program and their tradition, how talented they are. But at the same time, man, I wouldn't. Those five that gutted that thing out, I've never seen anything like it. We had, I don't know, I think about 2 minutes to come up with a really, really quick game plan, knowing we were going to play the next 20 minutes with five. Cece got the fourth with 4:41 or 5:51, I want to say, right, left. And so, we moved some positions. We played a lot of zone. We put Riley in the middle of it, which we've never done. I don't think she's ever played 1 second in that position. But like Shaw led us, carried us. That's what seniors do. Cece was phenomenal. Riley hit some big shots. Woodley defends her you-know-what off, and Logan was rebounding and flying around. And, I don't know. It's one of those, you see these moments on TV where everybody's, like, lost for words. And I'm always like, how do we not have words? And I think this is one of those moments for me where in time I'll reflect a little bit more and probably have a little more elegant talk for you guys. But for now, I'm going to enjoy the mess out of it, because that was a big-time win for us in this group.
All right, we'll do questions for Sid and Cece. Sydney, when you learn it's going to be 5 in the second half, what thoughts are going through your head, and how do you guys game plan in 2 minutes to deal with that?
The first thought was, well, I think that makes me the PG.
She's been asking for some reps at the point guard. So
Yeah,
you got 20 minutes.
Definitely got what I asked for in that sense. But just coming together and calming down, knowing that it's really just going to be us five out there. So don't panic, just keep going.
Cindy, you were the only starter available, too. I know you played with these girls, but not a ton. So 4 starters ejected. Did you feel like you had to take a little bit more on your shoulders, or did you just kind of want to mix it up and see, what they presented and how the game would come to you?
No, I think in practice we do a good job of mixing up the groups. And I get a fair amount of time with people that don't start as well. We're all a team of hoopers, so it wasn't really a big difference.
Cece, it's no secret from looking at stats and stuff that you played a ton, right? But you come into the second half, you're one of the best players on the floor. How did you stay ready and stay prepared for this moment and kind of rise to the occasion when your team needed you?
I mean, I'm practicing every day really hard, and I'm always ready, like, for my teammates and the program. I'll just do what I do and play smart and hard.
When you get your 4th foul, what kind of mental adjustments did you have to make to just say, I have to stay on the floor?
I mean, he told me to play smarter, obviously, and we just adjust on defense, and that's it.
Coach, if she goes out, you finish with 4?
That would have been correct, unless they would allow me to step in. But I don't think that's allowed anymore. Yeah. Yeah. No, she can't either right now. But yeah.
For both of you, I mean, it never looked like you guys weren't having fun out there in the second half. What was it like to kind of play loose, kind of knowing you had nothing to lose and 5 girls on the floor?
You definitely said it yourself. Like, when you have nothing to lose, you might as well just put it all out there. So it's definitely free of mind. Of course, we want the win, so playing smart still. But at the end of the day, when you have 5 players and no bench, and the other team has their entire bench, you're not exactly the first choice to win. So definitely just playing loose.
Cece, it seemed like the level of intensity that you played with, you were in it with the crowd once you would get fouled, go to the free throw line. What was that like, hearing everybody that was wearing the Flying WV cheer for you in every single moment of that second half?
I mean, it's really nice. It gives me, like, more energy, and I want to get more and more and more when I hear, like, everybody say my name.
Sydney, was there ever a moment, of disbelief from you guys? Like, you went on a 20-4 run at one point out of the half. I mean, are you just like, what's going on, or are you? Is it just happening so fast that you're just in the moment?
I would say it was happening really quickly, and I think we were more so focused on, okay, stop, score, mostly get stops. But towards the end, it did start to feel when we knew it was, for the most part, locked in, and we looked at the score, I was like, wow, we really did that.
I mean, can you just talk about the emotion after you win? I mean, some girls are screaming, some girls are like on the verge of tears.
Yeah.
Mark's screaming.
I mean, we did a big thing, and, you know, being proud of your team for that and proud of everybody that was out there, definitely a very emotional moment. Did have a couple tears in my eyes.
Cece, kind of going off of that, at the end of the game, you were hugging your coaches, and you were letting out a few tears yourself. What was that moment like? You know, I'm sure it was a sigh of relief.
Yeah, I mean, I was really proud of the team, the coaches, and all the players. I was really happy to win that game.
For all three of you, just how big was the crowd tonight? Obviously, had to go 3 hours south from Morgantown to play here, but obviously the entire state roots for this team. They all showed up, and it was just, you all were playing into that, from what I saw.
I think it's for you guys,
Oh.
right? I think I'm going next, but
Okay, I'll start. It was nice. It was great, especially at the end when we were starting to feel a little tired, maybe. But hearing your people just supporting you and screaming like you were playing for way more than just yourself, and they showed up for us, so we might as well show up for them.
Sydney, Red Bull today?
No, I'm on Sprite.
she's growing up. We're making grown-up decisions now.
38 minutes when you won after.
You can have another one today if you'd like.
Yeah, I see Sprite's back there. I don't know exactly where I'm going.
Mark, the box doesn't really show it, but a few comments on Logan Johnson, or it seemed like she deflected numerous passes in the second half, a couple steals, but just took them out of some transition opportunities maybe, and.
Yeah, I thought she had great effort. I mean, they had a couple look like kind of layups on that backside, and she ran through it and knocked it out. I actually thought she had more rebounds than that. I felt like she was a little bit more active. Maybe some of them ended up as jump balls. But for a kid that didn't take a shot, I thought she had a great impact. A couple steals, kind of did what we needed her to do offensively. But she's another one that's she just needs to keep working, and I'm so happy for her to get those 20 minutes and kind of grow up and be out there with these guys and have a special moment because she's a fantastic kid.
Mark, when you find out, I got 5 players for the rest of the half, but what do you tell them to inspire the play that you got?
Yeah, I mean, I kept writing believe and breathe. Like on the board, like just believe, like Cece was so excited. I just knew this was like all of our emotion, like we're going to have to when we only got 5. So I loved the emotion, but it was like, okay, now come down again. But just believe. I think, and I told the team, I think you see this in sports from time to time, and I'm thinking more like an injury. A player goes down, and then the team rallies around that player briefly, but then it usually kind of runs out. We'll get some reinforcements back, but I hope this is a kind of a rallying point for this group. It's early in the year, so there's a lot still to play for. But, I imagine people are going to be talking about this game. I can feel my phone buzzing, so I imagine there's a lot going on. But just, I want people to talk about our program. I think we have great kids. We don't feel like we get probably enough recognition, across the country. And, if this is what it takes to get it, I guess that would be awesome, Obviously Duke's phenomenal and all of their, the players and the quality and All-Americans and, all of that stuff. But, man, I just love our kids. I've enjoyed this team. I know it's early, and I don't know what the year's going to present, and we got a long way to go and get better. But, man, I sure hope we continue to rally and use this as a springboard.
Mark, in the second half, at any point did you look at the bench, hoping there was a player there, and be like, oh, that's right, there's not?
Yeah, no, I don't think I did, other than I kept asking how many fouls they had. I'm like, I'm not making a sub. Like, it doesn't matter how many fouls they have. But I did look down there, and it was just there was such a gap between, like, the coaching staff and then, some of the managers. And, it was just, it caught me a couple of times that this is what we're rolling with. But, man, we were just in the moment. We made a few, tweaks at halftime and kind of even came up with the new offense, quickly that we came out running, and a few, new little wrinkles, just trying to find anything. And not that it was great, but I think we may have stole a few points. But really, the getting to the free throw line so much in the third quarter was actually a benefit for us because it's kept stopping the action. So that was actually pretty crucial. The third quarter probably not a lot of fun to watch, but we're going to the free throw line a lot, and I'm telling catch your breath, you know, and then obviously in the fourth quarter that wasn't the case, and Jackson hit the back-to-back threes, and we needed to be a little bit better there, but we got the stop behind it, and then if we could keep it, which we did at a 3-possession game, I thought then we had a chance to finish it off.
What's the fewest you've ever coached with before? Like for an entire half?
5.
Before this, I'm sorry.
Oh, God, a full compliment. I mean, I don't. Maybe you have one foul out or 2 or something, you know, but never. I've never had anything like this where we've had disqualifications. Like this is the first.
Mark, you, coming into this game, didn't really shoot it, the free throw, that well. What can you say about the 5 that were out there tonight specifically? It seemed like they kind of settled in and made the important free throws they needed to.
Yeah, well, we got there, which is what we've been doing, though. You're correct. We haven't converted at a crazy high rate, and I do think we have a better free throw shooting team than what we've shown for the first 3 games. And then, yeah, honestly, I hadn't even looked at a box score until I got here. So 77% will win you some games, and we shot 26 of them because we didn't make anything else. But we did find a way, and that's obviously the most important. And I had put some goals up before the game, and we're not going to meet any of those, and I don't care because it doesn't it doesn't matter. It's about the final score. But other than that, yeah, I'm sure we didn't meet any of our goals.
It felt like the zone you were playing, in particular in the third quarter, was just kind of giving Duke some problems. They didn't have much success against it. Were you surprised by that? Just how it was working with, you know, maybe 5 players on the floor that don't always play together?
Again, no. I mean, we do, like Sydney said, we mix up the teams almost every day in practice. I mean, we have some different groups, but I like to mix them up. I guess maybe paid off tonight, maybe a little bit. But we do play quite a bit of zone, so that's not completely unusual for us. Now, not nearly as much as what we did, but it was working, and, you know, maybe they were a little stagnant at times or just couldn't quite get the looks that they wanted. But I thought we did a really good job rebounding. That was what I was probably the most concerned about, you know, like transition defense, rebounding the basketball. I mean, in the second half, we just said, don't even try to offensive rebound, you know, and just get Woodley stop the ball and turn their point guard, and everybody else just get your butt back. And especially when Cece got fouled, like, dude, no, don't even think about it. Just get back and see if we can keep them in front and grind it out.
Mark, how many out-of-bounds plays do you have at the very end there? I mean, it looked like you ran the same few multiple times, but just how many do you have in your pocket there to call?
On the sideline?
Yeah.
Yeah, when we were trying to get in, yeah. I guess I'm going to have to put in a few more. I wasn't expecting quite that one. I mean, some of it we can do a couple different things and move Shaw around. Cece's a big target. And then the last one was kind of one that we had used last year a little bit, kind of the football, and we're doing some football action. So I had not put that in. That was drawn up out of the timeout. And just, yeah, proud of the kids to execute. That's not easy. You know, Riley's taking the ball out. She hadn't been in that situation. We hadn't had a game like that. So, you know, we try to have some side out of bounds plays, usually there to score more than, you know, so yeah, that's probably on me. So I'll help y'all out a little bit better and get a few more just to get the ball in.
And then Riley, I guess because of the way the sideline was situated, was she farther back than normal? I mean, it looked like she was behind the scores table.
Yeah, there's just no sideline. I mean, our feet were almost on the court, you know, on the bench. There's just not very much room there. So they do allow you to kind of move back at the 28-foot line. So we wanted her to, and they were at first putting length on the ball, and then they took it off, and probably were trying not to let Shaw or somebody catch, you know. But, yeah, we got in a bunch of hands. We were strong with it. They fouled us and then made enough free throws.
This is for any of you guys. You've had your fair share of country roads. Was that by far the sweetest one?
That was nice. Yeah, that had a little bit of a different feel, you know. And we weren't at home either, so it kind of caught me off guard, did it, y'all?
Yeah.
Kind of quickly. I was like, oh, wait, that's Country Road. Like, come here. Like, y'all get over here. Like, let's enjoy the heck out of this one.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Want that? You take it. Yeah. Shaw, you want your name tag?